What's up, everybody? It is your boy Mugthadude here, and we are back with another Hero Colosseum video. Now, shout out to Brandon Saunders for this one, because as soon as you commented this, he commented, do your top 10 favorite figures list. I haven't done this, and I really needed to, because I don't think I've ever done this video, and it's been asked several times since, like, Season 2. Mugs, you ever going to do your top 10 favorite figures list? And guess what, guys? I'm doing it today. So, starting off with number 10, Perfect Cell. And this is going to be probably one of my favorite videos I've ever made, because this is just me explaining why I like him. I'm not even going to go over why he's better than some figures. I'm just going to say why I like him. Why I think he's amazing. Now, this is version specific, depending on version, not virgin, guys. Keep my eye, the freaking glitter. But I'm in a really weird mood because I love doing videos where it's purely opinion on my part. Like, not even like to rate that figure series, because obviously you can tell like a figure's bad, a figure's bad. I love this figure, by the way, first of all. But I'm just going over their stats, why I like them. Are they really unique? And is this version specific? On certain ones, it's version specific. That is why there's certain places and stuff like that. Simply my opinion, guys. Let me know what's your top 10 favorite figures list, or top 5 favorite figures. Comment them down below, guys. But number 129, Cell, perfect. Now, this is version specific, because I like the speed one, but the speed one's not even close to as good as this one, in my opinion. But this is not best. This is my favorite. And the reason I like him so much is, one, his stats are very good. So at level 99, he has 9 dupes into his attack. HP is 6090, attack is 6510, defense is 1470, speed is 2830, opposing skill is the ultimate evolution, special beam cannon is hit, well no, first of all, ultimate attack is his special beam cannon, which makes no sense to me, even though he is doing death beam, kind of makes sense, but opposing skill, place on a church, opposing skill, the ultimate evolution, I can't talk, place on a church square for plus 100 to your own speed, repeatable, and place when your HP is 50% or less for 1.5 times on attack stacks during that turn only. Top middle, top right are church squares. Now, the reason I love him so much is, first of all, his stats are crazy, in my opinion. His stats are nuts, in my opinion. For a figure that came out so early in the game, his stats are freaking crazy. First of all, the fact that he has 6k HP is decent. His stats with 6.5k attack with 9 dupes. So if you take away those 9 dupes, he has 5,600 attack. That's still very good. But his defense is 1470, which is very good, and then his speed is 2830. His posing skill patches the only gap in his stats. 500 speed, gains that every turn. He gains it quick. And the fact that he gains 1.5 times own attack, which is still, the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, the old one, isn't in this list, but the fact that he gains 1.5 times own attack and your HP, Cell's HP, has to be 50% or less, you get that. Like, I've gotten it several times, and he gains 3250 attack, which means he's going to have almost 10k attack, guys. That is why I love him so much. He gains a ridiculous amount of attack, and you can more than likely get the 1.5 times attack. I just love him. The team you can build with him is amazing. The 500 plus 500 speed is amazing. Whenever a figure gains 500 plus speed, and not only gains that, but gains an insane amount of attack on certain stipulations, is amazing, guys. So he's number 10 just because I love the figure. I love Cell in general. But now this is also because I love certain figures and I love certain characters. Let's be honest with each other. It's character specific as well. So number 9, Fuzumasu. I'm gonna say this for everyone. I love all these figures. I love a lot of figures in this game, but these are just the most unique figure. They're not the reason. The reason they're not on this list is because they're most unique. It's just because I love their character, or I love the fact what they do and how their stats are. So, number 192, Fuzumasu, level max 99, HP is 4890, attack is 6020, defense is 1490, speed is 4080, opposing skill, Supreme Undying God, place on a turn square for plus 500 to your speed, repeatable, and restore 30% of your HP at the end of turn. Place alone to increase your attack by speed value, then speed drop to 0. Bottom, top left, top middle is shirt squares. Ultimate attack is Divine Wrath Purification. Now, guys, and he's doing that in his pose. But the reason I love this figure so much is he starts with 4,000 speed, which is so high considering he gains 500 speed. Oh, I just realized I didn't add one of the figures that I wanted to. Man, that's annoying. I'm going to have an honorable mention at the end, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give at least one figure, because 2 figures at least. But, speed, repeatable, and all that's good stuff. What was I saying? Oh, the reason I love him so much is the fact that he starts with 4,000 speed. So, look at these stats compared to Cell's. Cell has more attack, and more speed. Cell has more attack and more HP. Fusomasu has a little bit higher defense, and he has a lot higher speed. And the fact that he only has 500 more attack, you can patch that up with some certain figures and stuff like that. But he just hits insane. He doesn't hit insanely hard, but he's a very good speed figure. And in my opinion, you can build some pretty insane teams because there's so many good figures now that go bottom left. And top middle is obviously a good one because you can put him in front of Adele. I like him just because Fusomasu is dope, in my opinion. This is going to be purely my opinion, guys. But Jhin, this is version specific. This isn't the attack one. I love the speed one just because 01 skills are still OP. But number 320, Jhin. And this is the attack one that I put 10 out of 10 speed into. This is why I love him as well. But HP is 3870, attack is 8940, speed is 1230, defense is 1230. God, Mugs. I can't talk. Defense is 1230, speed is 2460, ultimate attack is Power Rush, and posing skill is Power Beyond God of Destruction. Place on a trigger score for plus 500 to own attack and 350 to own defense, and plus 15% to ultimate attack gauge repeatable. Also, if alone on the field, 1.1 times own attack and defense, plus 2,000 to defense. Plus 2,000 defense to your master, bro. What the fudge am I saying? Stacks during that turn only. Bottom left, top middle is the trigger scores. The reason I love him so much is, first of all, his attack stat is so freaking high right off the bat. Doesn't matter. Like, even if I took away the 10 out of 10, he'd still have 7,900 attack. At level 99, he'd have 7,900 attack, guys. That is too high. That is really high. That is higher than Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's. Right now, I'm pretty sure he has a higher attack than Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta on my account, which is still mind-boggling. He has more attack than Godku. He has more attack than basically a lot of figures. At level 99, he has more attack than Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. By the way, he is not on this list because he's good. He's just not one of my favorites. The reason I love him so much is that he does so much for himself and so much for the team in terms of master defense, and the fact that he gives himself plus 100 attack and 350 defense and plus 15% to ultimate attack gauge. That is ultimate attack damage, not gauge, guys. Don't get it twisted. Basically, he's amazing, and he's a good 01 skill figure. So, number 7, right? Rose. Still, in my opinion, one of the most unique figures in the entire game. And one of the most dominant for a certain period. When he first came out, Rose is all you freaking saw. And you couldn't stop him with the Vados and Whis because there wasn't figures to destroy figures like that. But, number 183, Rose Goku Black, level max 99. HP is 1059, attack is 3730, defense is 2000, and speed is 1460. This is 8 dupes, by the way. Ultimate attack is Divine Lasso. Opposing skill is Apocalyptic Power. Place on a trigger score for plus 1500 to your attack, plus 1000 to speed, and plus 10% to ultimate attack damage when attacked repeatable. Top left, top middle is the trigger squares, and I have all SCC skills on him because he's a defensive figure for me. But the reason I love him so much is the fact that he has 10,000 HP at level 99, which is still gross. The fact that he starts, well, he doesn't start. I have 7 dupes into his defense, which means he has 2,000 defense. He tanks very well. He's a very good blocker because of his amount to tank, his defensive stat, and stuff like that. His HP is so high, and it's such a unique posing skill. This really was the first good posing skill that when you got attacked, you gained attack. Like, for instance, Cell, you gained 1.5 times on attack, and that was when you had to have 50%. Your HP had to be less than 50%. That is risky, like super risky. The fact that he just gets it from getting attacked and he has 10,000 HP, that's amazing. Goku Black, base form Goku Black, is not on this list because he is not a good figure in general, and I do not like him. He's better because he gains speed, he gains attack, he gains damage output towards ultimate attack damage, and you can use L1 skills with him. There's nothing wrong with this figure. I love him. I genuinely love this figure. And I love Rose. He's my favorite PvP character. But, number 6. OG Broly. Now, guys, this figure I was really excited to put on this list. There's 2 other figures I was really excited to put on this list. But, number 247 Broly, level max, and this is version specific. Level max 99, out of 99. HP is 5200, attack is 7050, defense is 1320, and speed is 2780. Ultimate attack is Gigantic Meteor. Potion skill, Legendary Super Saiyan. Place on your turn score for plus 15% to your ultimate attack gauge at the end of turn. Repeatable, plus 10% to damage dealt and minus 10% damage taken that turn only. And place after turn 3 for plus 30% to damage dealt and minus 30% damage taken. Top left, top right are his trigger scores. Now, the reason he's high on this list is the fact that he was, at one point in the game, guys, he was busted. You couldn't stop him. If he hit you, if you ran him and a Super Vegeta, you were going to smash people. Like this, he was on a team that I don't think I have anymore, but he's broken. Like he's snapped. Like you couldn't stop him at the time, because the fact that when you got to turn 3, he hit for 30% more damage, and no other figure could do this. This is before Blue Vegeta meta. This is before the Attack Blue Vegeta, the new one. He has 7,000 attack for me. So even if you take out those 4 dupes, he's still having 6,600 attack. That's really high. The fact that he gains 10% just being on the field before turn 3 is amazing. That was with up F skill, so you could get him to 20% fairly quickly. When you got the 30% damage dealt, you were hitting for 40% more damage during that meta. That was unfreaking heard of, dude. Like, by the way, I love the OG Broly. In my opinion, I like this Broly better than the Broly in the Dragon Ball Super movie. That is just my opinion. I think he was way more of a savage. I like the backstory behind the Dragon Ball Super Broly a little bit better, but overall, they're like, yo, Broly beat down Goku. Bro, this man tortured Goku for, I don't even know how long. I'm going to say minutes, hours. Tortured him. The only reason I love him, the fact that he was broken at the time, guys. So, we're going to hop in 5-1. Let's get it. Let's see if you can guess number 1. Comment down below, brothers. Okay, guys, number 5 is Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, the new one. This is version, actually, this isn't version specific, but I put the attack one because I like him a little bit more than the speed one. But number 326, Vegeta Super Saiyan 4, level max 99, HP is 6260, attack is 7360, defense is 8070, 870, and speed is 2350. Ultimate attack is Final Shine attack, which I don't know why. Look what pose he's doing. Look what pose he's doing. Just look one more time. Look what pose he's doing. And he's doing freaking Final Shine, and he's doing Final Flash in his pose. This is what I'm talking about. It makes no sense. It doesn't make any sense. But I'm not going to get into that. Just like the freaking Goku literally doing Dragon Fist as his pose doesn't have Dragon Fist as his ultimate attack. What? That's all I have to say. Posing skill, Princely Pride. Place under trigger score for plus 700 to own a defense, plus 20% to own damage dealt, and plus 10% to damage dealt by all allies on the field section on that turn only. Top left, top right under trigger scores. Now, the reason I love him so much is, one, he gains 700 defense, which isn't even the big part. The fact that he naturally gets 20% damage dealt is really good. For some reason, Vegeta figures are I'm not going to say substantially better than Goku, because obviously Goku's broken, Ultra Instinct Goku's really good, and so many good figures are Goku's figures. But there are some Vegeta figures where I'm like, bro, they really did Vegeta justice. I don't want anybody talking trash saying Vegeta doesn't get his fair share and fair piece of the pie. Attack Vegeta is broken, the new one, the new Super Saiyan Blue. He's broken. He's broken. Like, he's good. I'm not going to say broken, but the new Attack Blue Vegeta is broken. He's really good. The fact that he gives himself 20% damage dealt, and he gives everybody 10%. Overall, he hits crazy hard. He gave 700 defense, so once he gains that, he's going to have 1,500 defense. He's very good. You can run him in multiple situations, guys. More than likely, you can run a speed team, a defensive team with him if you put him, Vados, and a really, really slow figure like an Attack Broly or a Bardock or a HP Gogeta would actually be very good for this, guys. But overall, I just love the fact that he hits really hard, he gives himself defense, and he gives everybody else 10%. He's like almost a perfect figure for me, guys. But number 4, I forget who this is. Godku. I love the Godku. Shout out to whoever commented down below saying, do your favorite character skill. Not character skill. Yeah, you said character skill, but I thought you said posing skill for some reason. Ignore me. But posing skill, he has probably one of my favorites in the game. The entire game, he has one of my favorites. Number 203, Goku Super Saiyan God, level max 99. HP is 6220. Attack is 7710. Yeah, God, dude. Attack is 7710. Defense is 1050. Speed is 2180. Ultimate attack is Super Kamehameha. Posing skill, True Power of a God. Place on a trigger score for plus 700 to your attack, plus 160 to all allies, attack to all allies, and plus 5% to your damage dealt. Repeatable, ultimate attack is Super Kamehameha. Trigger score, bottom left, top middle. This man is still busted. Like, he's just still busted. The fact that he gains 700 attack per turn is crazy. That is one of the highest attack gains in the game. The fact that he gives everybody 160 attack is really good. And the fact that he gains 5% onto his damage dealt is really good. Because say you run up A skills, ADM up A skills, and you get everybody to get them. He's going to have 10% onto that. Plus 5% is, boom, 15%. Next turn, 20%. next turn 25, next turn 30, next turn 35, and so on and so forth. He will become busted very quickly. The fact that he already has, so say you want to take away the 7 dupes, by the way, he has 7,000 attack at base, level 99. Well, how many dupes do you have in your attack? None. So he has a little less attack in him, but he's already going to be out damaging him. Like, not even a problem, because he's going to be gaining 700 attack, which is going to put him over him in attack, and then he's going to be gaining the 5% damage out, and the 10% from the EDM up SEC, or the EDM up, hey, busted right off the bat, guys. He is still really, really good. He might be an older figure, he's still super good, and I love Goku in general. That is probably one of my favorite forms of Goku in general, guys, but I'm going to hop into number 3. Who is this? Super Vegeta. The God. I'm not even going to call him OG. Still a top tier figure. One of the best figures in the entire game, guys. Number 270 Vegeta, level max 99, HP is 3990, attack is 7510, defense is 970, speed is 4140, ultimate attack is Spirit Sword, posing skill, the strongest fused warrior, place on trigger score for plus 350, do your attack, defense, and speed repeatable, plus 10% to damage taken by all opponents if you go first, and minus 10% damage dealt by all opponents if you go second, top left, bottom right are trigger squares. Now, he is still crazy good. And I've said this several times. They're still broken. They're still broken. They're still broken. He is still super freaking good. The fact that he has 7,500 attack with 7 dupes obviously is amazing. His stats are obviously, I'm going to call them unbalanced because of the way they are. HP really low. Attack is unreal high. Speed is super freaking high. And defense is low. Doesn't matter that all of those 2 stats are really low. It's the fact that he has 4,000 speed, so you're almost going to go first with him if you run another fast figure. Not Fusamasu. Future Gohan. And then attack is at 7,500. What the heck is the problem? There's no problem with this figure. This man has no issues at all. And the fact that he gains 350 to all stats makes him even better. And the fact that when you go first, because if you use him, more than likely you're going to go first, depending on if they have a Videl. And if you have a Videl, well, GG, you're going to go first. The fact that when you go first, the opponents are taking 10% more damage. I love that. I generally love that. Like, and the 10% damage dealt by all opponents if you go second is iffy. If you're using that figure, that doesn't mean as much. If the first part is strictly oriented for the attack version. If you're gonna go with the defensive version, this isn't version oriented either. This is purely because I love this figure overall, guys. But I love this figure. On to the next one. Number 2. Kid Bizzle. And you're probably thinking, Mugs, is this the only OG figure on the list? This is the only OG figure on the list. And he made it because I love Kid Bizzle. He is my favorite villain of all time in Dragon Ball. It's that, then Baby Vegeta. And then I don't know who third one would be. But probably Cell. Because I love Frieza, but I'm not a huge fan of Frieza. Number 53, Kid Buu. Level max 99. Place on a trigger square to attack 2 opponents in the column in front. And plus 1,000 to your attack after you're defeating an opponent. Repeatable. Top left, top middle is your trigger squares. When this figure first came out, when Hero Colosseum first came out, I used this man so freaking much. And I used him with some of the fastest figures I possibly could. And he is amazing. And it was, for the time that he came out, obviously, it was when the game first came out, was the birth of Hero Colosseum, which means there wasn't too much brokenness. Like, there wasn't, like, craziness. This figure being able to attack everybody in front of him still is crazy. Like, Vegeta Blue is a really good figure. And the only way to make him even better is, the only way to make Vegeta Blue better than him is get his HP below 50% and then ignore defense. This man gains a ridiculous amount of attack per kill. 1,000 attack. So 1 kill, it's 7,600 attack. Second kill is 8,600 attack. Now he is out damaging Super Vegito. Now he's out damaging Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Now he's out damaging whoever else you want to freaking name, Godku at some points. The fact that you have to play different against Kid Buu as well. You can't just hide figures willy-nilly when he's on the field, because if you try to hide a figure, he can attack them no matter what. I've one-turned people because I've cleared the field, killing all 3 figures because of this man. Because one, he put one figure in front of another figure for me, and then he put 2 figures in front of Kid Bizzle because I guessed where he was going to go, and he just happens to be there and just happens to destroy him. And also, the reason he is one of my favorite figures and one of my favorite villains of all time is because when he first became Kid Buu, when Buu became Kid Buu, he just started destroying things. He went right to destroying Earth. He just skipped all the talk. He didn't even talk. Just went, you know what, screw it. I know I'm stronger. Let's get down to business. I'm ready to destroy. That's it. That's why I love him. Number 1. My favorite figure in the game. My favorite hero. My favorite character in all of Dragon Ball, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I love this figure. I love this figure to death, guys. Number 337, Gogeta Super Saiyan 4. Level max 99. HP is 6650. Attack is 7690. Defense is 690. Speed is 2640. Ultimate attack is times 100 Big Bang Kamehameha. Opposing skill Crimson Fusion. Place an archer score for plus 350 to your attack, speed, and defense. Plus 15% to damage taken by opponents when attacked, and then plus 15% to own damage dealt when attacked. Repeatable. Bottom left, top middle archer scores. Now, I love him just because he's the most savage character to ever come to Dragon Ball. The fact that he was playing with the strongest villain in GT and still pulled out his strongest attack and said, "Screw it, I'm charging up another one, and you can't do a thing about it." And then obviously defused because that was too much power. But the fact that he even got to go do a first one, the fact that he kicked and met in minus and negative energy karma ball into the sky, was sitting there, just mind his own freaking business, and then punted it into the air and changed the whole atmosphere of the earth. Like, that's savage to me. But at the same time, he hits insanely hard. You're going to go first with him. If you run him with speed, if you run him with attack, Blue Gogeta, the damage output that those two, like, you have is crazy good. Like, almost game-breaking, because you're going to kill Avados almost immediately as soon as you put those two on the field. Not to mention, when he gets attacked, he gains 15% onto his damage dealt, which is crazy. He gets attacked 2 times. He has a 30% damage buff. And this isn't version specific, because the HP one is even, like, rivals him, because the fact that he tanks and he can output almost just as much damage as him if he gets attacked enough. And when he attacks somebody, they take 15% more damage. He mitigates a Whis, he mitigates a Trunks, he mitigates anybody that lowers damage out, not damage output, but anybody that lowers the amount of damage that they take, he mitigates almost immediately, guys. But I'm gonna go on to what's it called? I'm gonna go into my honorable mentions. Where are they? It's not this. 2 honorable mentions I want to mention. Actually, 3. Champa. He mitigates a Whis right off the bat and was broken from the start. I'm gonna do it in a couple short words. Broken. That's all. I love him. I love Ultra Instinct Goku. Who doesn't love Ultra Instinct Goku? And then, yeah, that isn't version specific. Videl, crazy good. Still is one of the best figures in the entire game. Last one, Speed. Bay 18, the fact that you can lock players in place and you can literally bait people into making mistakes with her is still crazy, guys. But that is going to do it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe as always. I hope to catch you on the next video. Deuces, everybody.